So our new topic is Introduction to Industrial Revolution. We are going to cover this topic. Let us see the introduction part of Industrial Revolution, where we will cover the modern industrial society and we will see some invention also. After that, Britain industrial development we will see, and then the achievement of industrialization and how England became an industrialized country and its contribution on industrial revolution expansion. So let us cover this topic, Introduction to Industrial Revolution. So Industrial Revolution, as we all know, this is the change in the production system, right? So change in the production system and how the process changed from the agriculture to and handcraft economy to basically dominated by industry. That is Industrial Revolution, isn't it? Where we have seen a lot of invention of machines and the use of steam and other powers. Not only that, we have also seen the adoption of the factory system. So let us start with our topic. So in the 18th century came the Industrial Revolution. Historically, it refers to the period in British history from 1750 to 1850. So this period basically just referred as in history Industrial Revolution, for Industrial Revolution. Now, it brought social and economic changes that marked the transition from a stable agriculture and commercial society to a modern industrial society. As earlier, whole things were going and based on agriculture, right? Now, it has been shifted from agriculture to modern industrial society. So, here we will see the adoption of the factory system. Not only this, the population which was employed in agriculture now gathered in urban factories. So now, more number of peoples are doing work in urban factories. Okay, so their sole earning was agriculture earlier, but now they have been gathered, they have been just shifted from agriculture to factories. Earlier, the merchants supplied the families with raw material and collected the finished product. So earlier what happened, the merchant used to give the raw material to the families and they will just collect it and just convert it into finished product. This system did not meet the growing demand of the market for long, since the works are doing by manually, isn't it? They have been done all these things through their hand, so it was time consuming also. Moreover, the growing demand of the market was very high and it was unable to just meet that demand through these little productions. So by the end of the 18th century, rich merchants set up factories. As a result, they just invested their money in the factories. They installed new machineries, brought raw materials and employed workers on fixed wages to make machine-made goods. Now what did they do? They just installed new machines and brought the raw material and employed these people on fixed wages. It means their daily wages or monthly wages will be fixed and now they have to make goods. Thus, the factory system was born. So, in this way, the factory system, the adoption of factory system has been born. Okay. Dramatic changes in the social and the economic structure took place as inventions and new technology created the factory system of large-scale machine production and greater economic specialization. So, due to this, what happened? The transformation of land also and for the resident commercial purpose. Not only this, the use of huge infrastructure, manpower, large capital investment has been begin to use. So there was a lot of changes we have seen in the society also and in the economic structure also, as inventions and new technology has created the factory system in a very large area, in a very big way. Okay, and it not only this, just it has increased the economic also. Now, during this industrial development, when the revolution was going on, we have seen some inventions also. Okay. So, now invention, as we all know, they just speed up the production of goods, isn't it? Not only this, it allowed to expand the market also. So, due to this, industrial revolution just flourished. So, the industrial revolution started in Britain with the use of steam power. This was made possible with the invention of steam engine by James Watt in 1769. So, invention of steam engine by James Watt in 1769 made the industry run in a very good way. Since steam engines are powered by steam and increase the ease of operating the boat, ship, railways, factories, mines, etc. So, these steam engines were fueled by coal. So it was a very good invention for the Industrial Revolution. In 1733, John Kay invented the flying shuttle, which simplified the process of weaving cloth and which increased the output 4 times. Okay, so due to his invention, what happened? Now the weaving of cloth has become very easy and it increased the output. The production has been increased by 4 times. James Hargreaves invented a hand-powered spinning wheel and the spinning jenny to create multiple spools of thread at once. So another important invention in this was James Hargreaves. He invented a hand-powered spinning wheel. So due to this, what happened? The thread used to spin and it create multiple spools of thread at once. So the spools of thread has been created in a very easy way. After that, the invention of the spinning jenny, cotton textile became the key industry of this period. And due to this, what happened? The cotton textile, the cotton factory, the cotton textile has become the key industry of Industrial Revolution. Not only this, Britain industrial development we will see. Okay, so the presence of large quantities of coal and iron proved a decisive factor in Britain's rapid industrial development. So since the presence of this has made Britain a very good place for the rapid industrial development, presence of coal and iron. The building of canals and roads as well as the advent of railroad and steamship widened the market for manufactured goods. Since we know how much this means of transportation and communication is important for the Industrial Revolution, isn't it? Because it will enable the movement of the product and the material around in order to open up to the raw material and not only this, it will also reduce the price also, isn't it? And moreover, for a large market can be scaled, transportation is very much helpful. So canals and roads were well advanced and due to this what happened? The market for manufactured good has been widened, it has been flourished. New periods of development came into electricity and the gasoline engine also. So electricity transformed the manufacturing process and not only this, it increased the production efficiency also. So with the help of electricity and gasoline engine, the gasoline is a type of heat engine. Just specifically, it is an internal combustion and that is powered by gasoline. So due to this also what happened? The industrial development just get a boost. Britain had all the resources that were needed to make her an industrialized power. By 1850, the revolution had been accomplished with industries becoming a dominant factor in British life. So since it was full of resource, by the time 1850, the revolution has accomplished with industry and just become a dominant factor in the British life. Okay, the industries has become a dominant factor. The effect of industrial revolution was felt worldwide also, not only in the Britain, but in the world also it has been influenced the other countries. France after 1830, Germany after 1850 and US after the Civil War soon started industrialization. So here also we will see the change in the production system. Not only this, the agriculture has been shifted to the use of machine use. Okay, so the industrial revolution has been begun here. In the France after 1830, Germany after 1850 and United States after the Civil War. Now during this, some achievement also we have seen, achievement of industrialization. So what were they? Let us see. As major invention and reforms gave a boost to agriculture in England, important innovation took place in farming such as Jethro Tull's seed planting drill, which aided in planting seed at uniform intervals and depth without any wastage. So earlier all these things were done by the hand. Planting was going on through the hand, but Jethro Tull has invented one seed planting drill which just plant the seed in a uniform interval and depth without any wastage. So it is not time consuming also. In a very less time you can do a lot of work. So there, due to this what happened, agriculture was also going very good way. Okay, so now the hand work has been transformed to machine works. Between 1760 to 1830, the British Parliament passed nearly 1000 Enclosure Act, by which the land which had earlier belonged to the community were combined to larger areas. So now this act has been passed and due to this what happened, this land are going to be used for the agriculture purpose or for the factory purpose. Okay, the land are combined as a community, they have been combined, and now this will be used by the British Parliament for the factory purpose or for the agriculture system. Though all this helped to increase agricultural production, but at the same time rendered a large number of people landless. Since their land has been taken up by the British Parliament, by the government, what happened? The people are becoming landless. Now they don't have their own personal land. Only few people were needed to work on the farm, so a large number of people started migrating to cities for employment. Since they have become landless also, and a less number of people were needed to run the factories, the people started to migrate to cities for employment. So here we will see some migration. People are shifting from village to the city area for employment. These provided cheap and abundant labor to work in the factories, and as a result what happened? Factory owner get a large number of labor in a very cheap rate. Okay. Now England was the first country to be industrialized. England enjoyed a geographical advantage over other countries. It had a secure island location with an easy proximity to sea, okay, since it was near to the sea. But at the same time, it was isolated from the rest of the Europe and hence progress unhindered. Since it was isolated, it means no one was there, it was single there, and it has a secure island position. So this one industry has been flourished very nicely here. Okay, no other countries were there that can do any influence or that can just interfere in the production or in the just establishment of this one industry. So due to this, what happened? England enjoy advantages over other countries. Waterways like canals, rivers and sea help England to have the largest free trade area. Not only this, since it was easy and it was near to the sea, the canals, rivers and sea help England to have the largest free trade area with no interference. Without tolls or barriers also, this advantage made England a favorable location for industrial revolution. So since they were using the sea in a free way, they don't have to pay anything, no tolls were there, no barriers were there. So due to industrial revolution, it became a favorable thing for him, and the trade was going in a very good way, very smooth way. Now, what is the contribution of England on industrial revolution and how just industrial revolution expanded? Let us see. The favorable political condition in England further help in the growth of industrial revolution. Okay, so the government also helping, and it is just in favor of growing the industries. Act like the removal of trade barriers and a common market aided the merchants. Okay, so a common market has been established by the merchants, and the act was also passed by the British government. England was able to capture the overseas market primarily with the development in transportation. So some overseas market were also there, but since England was very much developed and it has a good means of transportation also, so what did happen? England began to capture it first. Okay, it means those who are capturing first, they are doing the business well there, right? They are selling their product first there. Many European countries had by now started following the policies of mercantilism. That is where a group of people have been given, they will look after the profit expectation, they will just look after adopt the change in technology also, and they will gather the capital also. Moreover, they will work on the strategy of expanding the business and just doing in a very good way. Okay, so that is the policy of mercantilism. Under this policy, government control was exercised over industries and trade. And not only this, the government will have the whole control, and the government will look after the industries and the trade. It was based on the theory that national strength was indicated by more export and less import. And at that time, it was England was in the view that the national strength will indicated by more export. If they are selling is more to the other countries, then it is becoming a very good thing for them, and less imports. Okay. This theory also believed that wealth of a nation depend on the position of gold and silver, and the governmental interference in trade should be very limited. Not only this, they believed is the gathering of the gold and silver, lot of wealth will just dignify a nation also, and the government is not going to interference in the trade. So the nation is going to become strength ultimately by gathering a lot of wealth. Okay, that's why England became and the first country to be industrialized, and it has contributed a lot in the industrial revolution expansion. Okay. So now industrial revolution was one of the most important event in history, and it played a vital role in the economic development of the world. The process has improved the productivity and has allowed for mass production. This has also increased the standard of living. So since the industrial revolution has bring a lot of changes, and due to which advance in the industry and the growth of factory production just accelerated the urbanization, isn't it? Not only this, the use of the new machines and new power just made it more productive and efficient, and as a result the economic growth also boost, and it lead to the growth of capitalism. Not only this, the corporate field also rise and a significant influence on the trade and commerce. So industrial revolution was this just was a very great just the revolution that has started in 18th century and has revamped the pattern of human life. So this is the topic we have covered today, where we have seen just the introduction part of industrial revolution, how the modern industrial society has been evolved, and then some inventions, then Britain industrial development, achievement of industrialization, and what is the role of England and how it contributed on industrial revolution. Okay, so this much for today.